Ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not.
So long, farewell. After all I've done, some open arms would be a miracle.
Okay, this is Pray. Wait a sec.
I haven't done anything, nor was I intending to.
Okay, Flubs. Now this is just a bit of fun Easter egg for you, but you might spot in the review itself, but might not. This is the Prey box set. All 3 films. But if you look on the inside, there is not a copy of Prey 1 there, but it's in a pile of DVD review films, my review pile. Ooh. Instead, we have Rita Dead, the sequel to Monstered, because this is a very, very flimsy cardboard thing, and if I didn't have 3 DVDs in there, it would crumple like dust and ash, and it would be sad. Sounds like a challenge. Touché. We are filming the Prey review today, a crossover with Indie Christian Review, who already sent me his footage a couple weeks ago. So hopefully I will not embarrass him with mine.
Well, it's not up to you. I've just beeped up. I beeped up the anti-cuss field. Yeah, that works.
Oh, come on. The killer should have been right behind her. I swear, it's like they never even saw Slumber Party Massacre. Okay.
What if the real killer was all the scripture we learned along the way?
I think that would be a fascinating twist.
The killer's Jesus.
The killer's salty.
He was, I just wanted you to accept me into your heart, that's why I've been stalking you.
Well, Risky Rat is just evil because he's a satanic archetype.
I'm just saying, like, if you pick a mythology for your fanfic, you have to stick to it.
Pretty sure the makers of Salty would be very upset if you referred to their stuff as mythology and fanfic.
But it is!
Although, to be fair, Dante's Inferno was the first and most famous example of self-insert fanfiction.
Like, you can't go bending stuff, then it's fanfic. Like, if you were like, Daniel in the lion's den, except he's got a sublight machine gun for some reason, then that's your AU fanfic, you know, original character do not steal. Salty is fanfic as far as I'm concerned, because you haven't, you can't bring in animals with human intelligence if they don't, have an immortal soul.
I would suggest that Salty, not being fanfiction, is a fictional character who's obsessed with Christianity in much the same way that Kirk Cameron is. Oh. Well, that just sounds like a challenge, you... Touché.
Okay, let's see. I made myself ad-libs and stuff because I couldn't think of a clever punchline while I was contributing my part to the script. So, let's see. We'll throw some things at the wall and see what sticks. If none of it lands, that's on me. This movie raises more questions than what's canon in Doctor Who. This movie raises more questions than the Star Wars sequel trilogy. This movie raises more questions than the theology of end times movies.
It'd be sexier than your normal god. I mean, look at those palms. No holes whatsoever. Plus, praise the name of the movie. Going over the top.
Yeah. Into cringe territory.
Sorry.
Let's see, maybe let's see if I can go more falsetto with the kid. Shouldn't you know that? I'm just a baby. Shouldn't you know that? I'm just a baby. I don't know. See, it's perfect. Except for the minor issue that it won't let me say the word dirigible. See, it's clever because you're showing and not telling. I see what you did there.
Hagen, luckily I'm no fool. Hagen swears more and it's all beeped out. Ends with looking fairly defeated.
Luckily I'm no fool, you. Mongoose!
But, like, that's fair enough. You know, we're like, oh, you were too busy trying to, like, show a parable from the Bible that your plot was bad. But they didn't even do that.
No, because they based it on a true story.
Still, I'm just saying. I should write these.
Is
I'll
that...
make a mint. And I'll write it under a pen name. And I'll, like, you know, make, you know, tens of thousands of pounds. And, you know, off these scripts, and everyone will be like, oh, I feel converted to the word. And I was like,
and then,
laugh into the bank.
And then I will not know about this because you'll keep it a secret, and then I'll review your films, and you'll be
where
like,
would you think that I was getting all that money from?
Honestly, if you came in with like 10 grand and you were like, yeah, I did a psychology thing, I got money now, I'd be like, okay, fair enough.
That's not how that works.
Apparently, in my mind, it does.
You don't go off and do something. You see me spend like a month just sat here in this chair writing a paper, then send it to somebody else.
To
and
be
then
fair...
months later, submit it somewhere else. And then months later, like a year later, it's finally published. Does anyone pay us? No.
To be fair, you know, you could be sitting over there writing evangelical, you know, slasher scripts right now, and I would not know.
I was writing a systematic review.
Oh boy, I'm going to butcher these pronunciations. Here we go. Ooh, an Asian cafe. I can't wait to try some peanut satay ramen on a banh mi bun with Szechuan sauce and deep fried kimchi nuggets. I hope I said that all right. Is this even a school day? If not, then all of these kids look... Try that again. The mom getting slightly bored with all of the tickling, then phones to find out where the plot... Ah!
Well, luckily I'm no fool, you... With a large Hildebrand stallion! And a rake! Tech minion, put it in the review.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a minion? I'm not even yellow.
Oh, not again. How did you get this thing in here? What's this? The mug has changed colors from showing the characters of Indie Christian Review to this deep, black, mysterious mug of magic that's totally not on my website for sale at standingsun.com/store. I don't expect you to use that. But hey, as if I didn't have enough product placement going on.
That shot is the single worst violation involving Evil Dead since Cheryl and that fucking tree. Okay? Because she got raped by a tree in that movie.
So it is literally.
Okay, guys, Flubs. That line is one of the ones that I wrote while I did my basic edit of the voiceovers and the film footage. Because how I write, what I do is I write the script, and then I do my voiceovers. In this case, Zach did his voiceovers, and then I edit them, audio edit the voiceovers together, and then I add the bits from the film to it. And while I'm at that stage, I will rewrite a bunch of voiceover and add new to camera stuff if I come up with new ideas, want to improve the review. Like in this case, I added about a quarter, I changed about a quarter of the stuff. But the Evil Dead line there, ooh, deadline, that one was added there. Now, I spent literally 90 minutes with the footage paused, watching Evil Dead clips and trailers and like videos and stuff on YouTube, trying to think of a good Evil Dead joke because it's such a fucking obvious Evil Dead shot. I think the one I came up with was quite good, but it took me a ridiculous amount of time to come up with that. Okay?
I was watching a video of a toddler riding on a Great Dane.
Fair enough.
Now he's getting his breakfast ready. Oh, he took something out of the baby's hand.
Next after this is going to be a patron request.
Which one?
Gothic.
Oh, right.
Which you haven't seen.
No.
Now, it's between, me and you, camera. I have no idea if this can be in the Flubs at all, but the Pray the movie does not really give you a lot of stuff for hilarity in a review. I mean, it's fairly obvious, that it's crap in very similar ways all the way through. So making it funny is a little bit challenging. However, Gothic, which is coming next, it's like a symphony of doing shit for amusing reviews. So if the Gothic review is worse than the Prey review, then it's my fault. If the Prey review is better than the Gothic review, it's all on Indie Christian Review being a much better performer than I am.
That might be like some kind of logical fallacy.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure it is, though.